So that's where we are right now. We in the field with it, and they're gonna have to deal with it. So quite frankly, what we talking about today is, let's talk about what time it really is. Let's talk about what time it really is. For a lot of us, we think, today is merely just Easter. And let's talk about where Easter comes from and what these so-called holidays are referencing. Why they seem so reminiscent of holidays that, people always say, what, they pagan holidays. Please tap the screen, share the live. We going there today. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We going there today, y'all. And quite frankly, when I say we going there, it's a lot of things that's right there in our face. Thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all being who y'all are. We here at this appointed time for an appointed reason. Again, you ever wonder why Easter is so important or prevalent in our society? Because you got to think, we live in a world, or so they say, but we live in a world where the things that's important to our survival at one point in time, right? Those were the only things of importance. So when you look at these so-called holy days or holy times, they are reverencing things that's, important to your survival, right? So when we look at a lot of our ancestors, they was dealing in farming. We wouldn't be able to survive if we couldn't grow our own food. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about that, it's like, come on, G. We got to pay attention. We got to pay attention. The holiness in this time is recognizing the resurrection. The season. What they say, the reason for the season, right? So the reason for this season is we hopping into springtime. You know what I'm saying? We springing into spring. You feel me? We springing into spring. So with that being said, it's a thing for us to reverence. It becomes a thing for us to show reverence to the things that bring us into existence. Into existence. So when you think about the whole springing into action, the bunny hopping, the bunny representing fertility, you feel me? Or vitalness within your organs, you know what I'm saying? Being healthy. This is a good time to check your health. Starting with your mental. The reason why a lot of us feel like, we don't have to use our minds. We don't have to think for ourselves. We just believe whatever everybody else tells us. Everybody else tells us, but you don't realize the whole reason for these holidays or so-called holy days was by way of Constantine becoming a Catholic, a Roman Catholic, you feel me, in his time. And in order to get everybody to go in line or go along with what he was doing, he had to intertwine the holy days of the time, which were considered later as pagan holidays. And now pagan has such a derogatory to it, to the point you don't even want to know what that is. You don't even want to know what that is, but truth be told, it's just the old culture before everybody was Christendom. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, put in a state of, you don't think for yourself no more. You don't think for yourself no more. You get along to go along. You feel me? Go along to get along. But be that as it may, I didn't come to cause dismay. I didn't come to cause strife. But I came this way to make sure that those who needed to hear a message, those that was seeking a blessing or truth, would find it. And I'm grateful in this time that I'm allowed to be the vessel in this timing to come through shining. But I want you to know, this is the time when you decide, hey, what's being resurrected in you? So you can be the vessel too, or the technology that's used in order to bring through the truth. Because the message is going to always ring. It's going to always ring, but will you answer the call? Will you answer the call? Will you be the one to say, hey, you know what, for my family, I'm going to do it all. And I won't stop at nothing. Please tap that screenshot of live. I see y'all jump in the comments, say what's up. Because it's my way of saying what's up to y'all. Putting y'all up on what's up. What's really up. Again, when they say the reason for the season, pay attention. What season we going into? Or what season are we in? And as the seasons change, it's a good time to get refined. One in your mind, and everything else gonna follow, right? So get refined in your living, your dealings. Pay attention to the things that life is revealing in this time. Because a lot of us, we asking for answers. And we can't understand because we so caught up in the wonders. Why we not getting the answers that we looking for. But it's because you missed the signs. Because you're too busy wondering. Am I worthy enough to know? Am I good enough to understand? Because what, all this time, I show you ain't been using your mind. Confidence comes by way of your experience with yourself. So for a lot of us, we don't have confidence in our own minds, our own thoughts, because we haven't had time with ourselves to know ourselves. You feel me? To know ourselves. So I'm telling you now, I'm pleading with you. I'm reasoning with you right now. That you get to know yourself. Get to know why you feel the need to have a crutch. And it's only because you're not thinking for you. You feel the need to lend yourself to everybody else because you know that you're not thinking for you. So you just assume everybody else is. So you would rather lend yourself to what other people have thought. But quite frankly, I need you to know that ain't what it is. And that ain't the truth. I need y'all to head back up, baby. That ain't the truth. You need to know the reason for this season. Is that Amore? Yeah. Come here. The reason for this season is we going into spring. And so with that, all is springing back into fertility. Yeah. You good? Okay, baby. I'm good. I'm just down here talking to the people. You good? All right. I love you, baby. Thank you. Everybody asleep?
No. 2 people sleep and 2 people awake.
Okay, I got you. But recognize the time, y'all. It's a good time for you to spring into action. It's a good time for you to change certain actions. Also recognize what's being resurrected in you. What is being resurrected in you? What things are coming back around to you? That it'd be a good opportunity for you to change the way you dealt with them last time. For a lot of us, you might have dealt with a thing that you felt like you might have dealt with it right. You might have felt like, man, I did the right thing. But this time I want you to go into doing the right thing as though, hey, you know what? I'm excited about doing the right thing. Let's try that. Let's take it up a notch. When we say raise our vibrations, that's what we mean by raise your vibration. Take it that much further. Take it that much further. So those who may not have ever heard some of the things that I'm talking about, like, don't get it twisted. I think about some of the people that I could possibly lose as far as, friendship, so to speak. But I recognize that I ever have you if you don't have you. If you don't understand, if you don't take the time to, be your best self, be your best self. You feel me? Take the time to study. Remember what you once knew. Because nothing is so far out of reach for you. No way. The way you came into this world, you was ready for it. Or else you wouldn't be here. But somewhere along the line, somebody started lying to you. And you started believing that you was less than. And feeling like you wasn't divine. But I just came by just in time. Like somebody did me, just to remind you of you. And the greatness that is shining through. This is what everybody else see. And no wonder everybody else is in your face. Want to be all in your space. But I need for you to see everything that you see about everybody else, everything that you think about everybody else being great, is really how you feel about you. All the love that you show other people is really you showing you. So I'm just asking. I'm just saying, I appreciate you. And I need you to appreciate you too. I need you to continue to love you. Love you. Because all I do is think of you. And when I say all I do is think of you, I know the same thing that's running through me. The same energy that want to be better. The same energy that want to keep on furthering my understanding of the truth is the same thing that run through you. And so what I'm saying is I'm talking to the real you. The real me is talking to you. No facade. No, look at what I got. I only got these glasses on for real and this hat for protection. Merely protection. So I'm weathering the storm to take you somewhere, hey, that you're supposed to be going anyway. And I feel like you already on the path, but a lot of times people tell us, no, you're not. And I'm just wanting you to know, I see you, and you are on the path. Everything you've been going through was not for nothing. It was all for you to recognize that you are something. Something so much more than you ever thought before. Something so much more than you ever thought of anybody. So as much as you think of anybody being great, I need you to know that you even greater than that. And that's why I can't wait for you to open that door. Y'all know what we do over here. We door openers. We door openers. And even with that, I need for some of y'all to tap back into certain languages. Tap back into certain things about yourself that we once knew. You know how they say chivalry is dead? Like, somebody got to really check themselves about that, y'all. That's like saying, I'm no longer concerned about nobody else but myself. That's what it means to say chivalry is dead. So when you think about people talking about chivalry, they really just saying, shoot, you know what? I ain't being nice to nobody no more. That's what they really just said. I ain't being nice to nobody no more. All the while, guess what you just put on yourself? That same karma that come to anybody else who ain't right. The same karma that come to anybody else who ain't right in life. You feel me? So think you getting away with something if you want to. You only just adding to the problem that's already upon you. Do not look at your life and go about compounding your issues as though that's what you're supposed to do. Promise you. At one point in time, when we knew that's what we was doing, that was the last thing we would ever do. But at this point, you find that so many people have been confused and confined within their mind to the point they don't know what they doing. Like Yahshua said, forgive them, they know not what they do. Jesus said, forgive them, they know not what they do. And again, I talk to my people because I realize we know not what we do. And it ain't. Give me one second, turn the slide on. And it ain't that we don't want to be right. It ain't that we ain't trying to be right. But it's like somewhere down the line, somebody said, you know what? Even if they try to find themselves, I'll make sure that they won't be able to. I'll make sure that they won't be able to because they'll be so busy being distracted that they'll never be impacted by the things that was meant for them to learn. By the things that was meant for them to learn from it. All the while, they'll look at the things that they were supposed to learn from and look at it like, dang, I must not be nothing because why am I going through this? I must not be worthy. When all the while, everything that you're going through is here to show you that you are worthy. You are worth it. You are greatness in motion. You everything that you've been hoping for. If you would just open up and shine, be you. I know it to be true. I know it to be true. Because with everything that I've been through, this is what I've come to find. This is what I have come to find out. That I am the greatness that I've been seeking all this time. I am. I am the greatness that I've been seeking all this time. And again, I have to. I repeat, I have to thank those who have stepped out and took the time to show the love and support that's necessary in these days and times. Like, you know, it's time out for us to keep talking about poor righteous teachers, poor righteous this, or you doing this, and then I don't see no, like, but you know the benefit of what this person is doing, then why not appreciate them? Why not appreciate them? Again, what is being resurrected in you? Are things coming up in your life so you can have this time again to check yourself? Or are they coming up in life just so you can, hey, slip up again and forget what the whole point was to begin with? This is the time, y'all. This is the time. Nothing happens by happenstance. I repeat, nothing happens by happenstance. So, since you happen to be here, I'm going to need for you to know that it's time for you to pack it all in. It's time for you to pack it all in and recognize this is divine timing. This is divine timing. What's up with the king? This is divine time when we come align ourselves with nature. And it's not until we align ourselves with nature that we would be revealed. Hey, the greatness that is us. So for a lot of us, we like, man, you seen that dude on the Marvels movie? Look at the superpowers he got. What my superpowers? Oh, you have not. Because you ask not. And when it comes to this, you ask not, what is this day really? What did it come into play from really? Who was the first person to bring it into play? And what was they trying to bring into play to begin with? And like I said, fact check me on that Constantine. See, don't you see Constantine was trying to intertwine the pagan holidays with the Roman Catholic holidays? To the point you see, dang, you know what? What's being resurrected on this day is the remix. But what remix do you got? Matter of fact, what was your original? Have you got back to it? It's easy to trick somebody into believing they need something when you know you took something from them. When you know you took something from them. And all the while you'll keep them spinning their wheel because they'll never come running to their true culture. To their true culture. Truth be told, hey, all of the cultures are intertwined within it to keep you confined. To believe in like, dang, I identify with this part, it must be right. Bro, the truth is everywhere. The truth is that which exists. So for you to believe because there's a bitter truth in something, that it's the only truth? No, even you acknowledging the truth in which I speak is because the truth is in you. Because what? You exist. You exist. So therefore you know how things come into what? Existence. You know how things come into existence. And you know what exists and what don't. What's up, sweetie? Uh-oh. Sweet. Thank you. Sleep good? I'll be up there in a minute. Just talking to the people. The truth is that which exists, y'all. And I gotta acknowledge you to be the truth and talk to you like you the truth. I ain't gonna talk to you like you a lie. What? Why? When you would never rise to the occasion. You would never rise to the occasion if I keep on placating and patronizing you. So at these times, it's important that I say, you know what? I gotta give it to you like your life depends on it, cause it do. Cause it do. Your life is you being you and nothing else. And nothing else. Anything else is you being busy, being distracted. Remember, at the core of us, we want to be loved and show love. We want to be left alone and we don't want to hurt nobody. This is the same thing being repeated. I just said it in different ways. But when you add to that, you're supposed to be adding what? Ways that you can be a blessing to people. So then you keep that energy coming to you. But when you get so filled with desires that this world done gave you, oh, I want this shirt, I want these pants, and you don't care how you get it, then guess what? You find yourself in a predicament where, darn, you had one problem that was going to pass too. Just like any other problem, it's temporary. But here it is, in order to try to find you a solution. You created a temporary solution that's going to cause you a lifetime of problems. If you can't figure out, that's what you're doing. If you can't figure out that it's you that keep compounding your issues, it's you that keep on saying, you know what? I ain't capable of doing nothing. I got to find a crutch. It's you that say, you know what? I don't come from no culture. So ain't no point in me looking for it. And then when you find your culture, you say, I ain't going to even practice it. Again, you got to ask yourself where they get these holidays from. These so-called holy days. Wouldn't it be holy or powerful for you to do the things that's conducive to your life? So understand these people that wrote these good books, these people that taught us about life, they was growing their own food. So everything in that plight that you reading about is about the things that's conducive to farming, the things that's conducive to your growth and your connection to this planet. Understand that. Understand that anything else is uncivilized. It's a busy signal that got you distracted. So you can't be impacted by this light out here. You know what I'm saying? Just like this earth is. to the point it yields us energy in the form of so-called food. Shout out to all the top supporters. I appreciate y'all coming through, tapping in with us again, y'all. Y'all are so impactful in these days and times. I'm glad we have risen to the vibration to where we can reach out and touch each other in real time. We don't gotta wait to support or show love to each other. We can do it right now. To the point there's no question what side of history or what side of this energy you want. For a lot of us, we too busy answering to a negative vibration. And then we wonder why we keep getting so much negativity in our life. We wonder why we keep getting so much negativity in our life. The things that we willing to support is all negative. But remember, they remixed it now. The things that was once important, I had to put it over here with the things I'm trying to make important to usurp your divinity the whole time. And your divinity is the fact that you're alive. Be grateful that you're alive. Because as long as you got this time, it ain't nothing you can't do. We in a lucid dream. And if you know anything about a lucid dream, you can do everything that you think you can do. Everything you can think to do, you can do. It's the equivalent, if you ain't never had a lucid dream, I'll break it down to you like this. It's the equivalent of losing the inhibition when you drunk. You know, I might not have said that word right, you feel me? But losing the fear of doing right, you know what I'm saying? Or making things turn out the way you want it to be. When you lose that fear, you just go out here and you think it and you do it. And that's how we once was as children. That's how we are in the lucid dream. When we think it, sure as we think it, we there. I need you to do that same thing. That's why your belief was usurped. That's why you was given so many other things to believe in other than not me, you. Believe in you and see what you do. You don't spend so much time believing in other people. Let's try something different. Not to mention, let me let you know the reason why other people so great because you gave all your power to them. You gave all your power to them. But guess what? It sure is you made them great. This the thing about this. This ain't like no, oh, wait, well, shoot, if you made me then, see if you make another one. In this situation, yes, you can. You can make something, matter of fact, you can't make another one. You're going to make something even greater. Because you can't repeat it, right? We only going to expound on what we done before now. So with that being said, to expound on greatness just brings more greatness. And that's the same thing I was telling you about that round circle that we in, called life. And us being the dot in the middle. You understanding this existence. At the core of you want to be loved. You want to show love. But once you start putting desires around you that don't matter, that ain't conducive to your uplifting, and then you start resurrecting, or, matter of fact, let me get that twisted. You ain't resurrecting nothing. You take away from your resurrection. This whole time that you came down here, it's been for you to rise up. It's been for you to rise up. But some of us done got too comfortable being down. And like I said in previous videos, y'all, stop being the mascot for the have-not. When you have it all, you have it all, but you just got to tap in. You got to tap in no matter what happened. Stay calm. I always tell myself when things start changing around me, you ask for this. Now remain in your body and recognize only you can eject yourself from this situation. You got this, my G. Everything you going to need to rise to the occasion is within you and me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Sure. And the way that you know these things to be, come here, man. And the way that you know these things to be is because all the elements at play that brought you in to be is the same elements at play that's going to take for you and me to make anything in this life. To make anything in this life. And here it is. It's the same people that we out here not valuing that make everything worthwhile. People make the things that we use now. So what would your life be if it wasn't for people? So let's start putting the value in people first. And then you can see how all this works. What's the reason for the season? The reason for the season that we in now is resurrection time. The planet has went into the dormant phase. And now it's waking up. Are you going to wake up to the things that's more conducive to you? Or you going to do what you supposed to do? Or are you going to let life keep on stereotyping everything that's conducive for you to the point you look at everything and come your way as an obstacle instead of an opportunity for you to better you, for you to be a better you? Every second, every minute is the opportunity. Remember, as sure as you think it, you can make it happen. As long as you believe in you. Believe in you. I promise you. Believe in you. You won't let you down. You won't let you down once you develop true confidence in yourself. You won't let you down. But it starts by everything that you do now. Everything that you do now. What you put your support into. What you put your attention into. How you speak to your loved ones. How you think of the people that you talk to. It starts there. It starts now. Don't get so down on yourself. Don't get so down on yourself for what you done up until now that you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. Learn from your so-called mistakes. Think about it like this. Even like a real winner, bro. Even when you win, you still trying to learn how to do it better. You still trying to learn how to do it better. And it should be the same way with this life. So I'm going to tell you like this. You ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't doing nothing wrong. But what I would tell you is make sure that with everything that's going on, you pick up something. Something that's progressive every time. Every time. And you will come to find when you get ready to open your mouth and you stand on your platform, or when you make your movements to push your demonstration, you'll come to find everything that you was going through this whole time was leading you to the greatness that you said was you, the greatness you said you was coming to, or you came to be. So I need for you to embrace these moments. When your child is yelling, getting on your nerves, you hug that child. You love on that child. Embrace it. When life is yelling at you, getting on your nerves, you hug life. What we say, we in the grind, right? And when you grind, then what? You got to get close. You got to get close to what you're going for, right? Same thing with this life. Same thing with the mentality I'm trying to get you to, or get you to see you already been using. Because for a lot of us, we already been doing what works, or what's been working for us. It's just certain names that come with it now. So you can understand clearly, oh, we get you. We get you. You feel me? Grand Rising to you. We get you. I just need for y'all to recognize, look, the reason for the season is always going to be you. So rise up. Rise up. And resurrect greatness in you. And the way that you resurrect greatness in you is to know that you are the greatness that you've been seeking. You are the reason. You are the reason. And there's nothing else for you to believe in other than you. Other than you, because you don't know nothing else better than you. And everything that you're attributing to everything else is you. It is you. It is you. So stop letting people play you out your greatness so they can parade in front of you as though, hey, they the only ones. They the only ones. I know y'all watch these superheroes and say, man, when my superpower is going to kick in? When you start believing in you. That's the first superpower you got. The belief in yourself. The belief in yourself. And if you ever done anything in life, when you believe in yourself, the precision in which you're able to do it, it's something, it's a whole nother precision. It's a whole nother level. And as my people would say, that part. And that's why I'm trying to get you to tap into that part. Too often we tapping into everything and anything but us. Everything and anything but us. Appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Share the live. Save a life. You feel me? Save a life. As sure as you showed up at certain times when it was right in the nick of time and you heard what you needed to hear, believe it. There's other people out here in this world, they need to hear certain things. Because they living out here thinking this is the only way life is. Thinking, oh, okay, I'm just supposed to go throughout life believing everybody else know. Instead of getting to know for myself. You'll never get to know anything until you develop a sense of belief in yourself that you even able to understand what's going on. The reason for this season is it's time for you to begin preparation for your nourishment. Anything in your life that ain't for your betterment, let it go. Let it go. Because it will poison the food. It will poison the well. So at this time, it's time for spring cleaning. For real, y'all. It's time for spring cleaning. Cleaning out all the things in your mind that's keeping you from the divine that is you. Got you so down on yourself to the point you can't see the greatness in you. You just want to attribute it to everybody else. To the point you so angry with yourself. Because it's like, truth be told, the reason why you so angry with yourself is because you know you're supposed to be able to do this. You know you can do this. But for a lot of us, it's likened to being a baby. Learning how to express your fingers. You know what I'm saying? Move your arms. A lot of us get frustrated in that to the point we never develop. And it's the same thing as we get older. We get frustrated when certain things come up on us that make us uncomfortable. Like moving our limbs in ways that we never had to before. But I need for you to get past that. I know it was hard coming here. I know it was hard being a child. Trying to learn how to work your arms, your mind. And all the while people holding you accountable to the minds of an adult. Because we had to go through things the same way our parents was going through them. At the rate they was going through them. Because what? They still figuring it out too. That's what you figure out. They still figuring it out too. So it's in your best interest to what? Figure it out. And then, hey, share. Because you might find out something that was, meant for you to come here just to help your mother, to help your father, to help your children. First of all, help yourself. Recognize that we are self-saving. Or we self-destroying or self-destructing. You choose. Which one will you have? Which one? I told myself when I got up, to show you how powerful you are. I told myself when I got up, man, I was going to talk to my little babies about what today really is. And as sure as I said I was going to do that and keep doing what I already made a promise to do, which is to talk to the family, look who show up. Look who show up. Just to show y'all, man, when you step out, take one step, that next one will be even easier for you because you already out here. Don't get so caught up in, damn, I don't think I know this like this person. I don't think I know enough of this. Just get out there. Get out there and waste no time questioning how the way will be provided. Just know that it sure is on your mind. It's divine. It's divine. And the way is already made. Just need for you to step in. Step in it. And walk the walk that you've been talking all this time. Don't get it twisted. I could be quiet, sit back and not say nothing. Be in the background, not have no worries about, dang, maybe people won't try to do nothing to me and my family. But that's why I always got to say I appreciate those who make it easier for those of us who are stepping out in these days and times and speaking truth to life. You know what I'm saying? Speaking the light to this life. Bringing light to the greatness that is us. I appreciate y'all because it's y'all that keep us protected, keep us fed. To me, that's real culture right there. That's real culture. When I can bring forth the information that I'm studying to protect my babies and then share it with y'all, and by way of that, I'm able to feed my family, care for my family, and further protect us. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all so much. I never set out with that in mind. But I always had to believe that people are so great that if it's important for me to bring this message this way, then everything else will make a way for itself. And so I need for somebody else to see that example. Because for some of us, we so worried to step out, or we so scared to step out because we don't know how we going to take care of this, how we going to feed our kids. And it's the same people who left are the same people coming back around now. Like, how did you do that? How did you heal yourself? To the point it's like, you just gotta walk in it, y'all. Gotta walk in it at that point. And at the same time, be grateful that you didn't give up on yourself when you could have. When everybody else turned their back on you and said, you know what? You ain't got nothing left. You ain't got nothing left. You said, you know what? I'm going to keep on with it. I remember my mama, I used to ask her all the time, say, Mama, what if we come to find out how we living ain't the right way? She would tell me, at least, baby, I know I was one way. Now, what I say to my mama today, if I could talk to her, I say, you know, let's make sure that the way that we going is the one way. Because Big Mama used to also say, we done got away from the way. And I couldn't find out the way is our culture. Meaning knowing when to eat. Knowing what to wear. You feel me? How to treat your family. So we can cultivate greatness amongst us. As much as we want a moment of peace or, you know, want to chill out and the kids keep on talking, it ain't, you know, it ain't all about that. It ain't all about that. You come to find out that everything that's happening right now is for you to pay attention to. It's almost likened to, well, it's very much likened to the energy of Saturn. You know, take the time for the things that happen in your life and study to see what that is. See what it is. Why did this happen? Why? And you will come to find, dang, this whole time, it's all been leading me. It's all been leading me to what's on my mind and what I believe in me to be. So I'm thankful. I'm ever so grateful for being in my right mind, for waking up on time, every time. Every time. Like, you might come to find out that as sure as you start taking better care of yourself, you will beat your alarm clock up. You will beat the alarm clock up. So I'm saying, like, what's being resurrected in you? What is being resurrected in you? What is being resurrected in you? Remember I was telling you yesterday, it's okay to show emotions. It's okay to show emotions. Remember, I always keep that in mind. But we got to work on practicing the proper time to release, as well as daily. Remember I tell y'all to work out? That's why I have y'all work out, because when you work out, you get the opportunity to release all that stumping, all that extra energy you got. So when your parents tell you to be still, you can actually be still. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, you know how to be still. But when you got a lot of energy built up in you, it's like you be feeling like this, real jittery. Parents, we just walk back and forth. So we all go through it, but that's the reason why, you know, sometimes you just gotta find a little space for you and get that stuff out. But don't cry as though life is hopeless. Cry like, oh, I'm glad I can feel this right now. And I know as sure as these tears are flowing, I'm gonna keep growing. What I was once knowing, I'm gonna know more. If I'm able to endure. It was, man, one of my favorite songs growing up, little baby, when I did go to church was, it was a lady she used to sing, and she used to say, I'm learning how to suffer. And it just always used to stick with me, like, and it wasn't like, stay in your suffering. It was like, learn what it's for. Why am I going through this? So it's not for nothing. So it's not that you going through stuff that you nothing. It's the fact that you not learning nothing from it. It's the fact that you not learning nothing from it that make you feel like you're nothing. So in order to feel fulfilled, I tell you, hey, look, let's keep it real, little baby. You felt that. You felt that. And since you felt that, I need you to know that you're a Hellcat, meaning you fireproof. When they would lie to you, I gotta tell you the truth. The truth is, hey, you can't die. So while you scared to die, it's only a transition. It's only a transition. So that means in this life, you gotta be living for real. But if you so-called out here like you scared to die, you're not really living. You're not really living. And it's until you lose the fear of death that you can actually take life. Come on now. When you was a kid and you ain't had no sense of, man, you was living. But for some of us, we got so scared to transcend, we stopped living. And that's why I got to let you know it's only a transition. It's only a transition. And think about it. If you didn't have this transition, you would be in a world of turmoil. A world of turmoil. Because for a lot of us, we keep on spinning our wheels and create different issues in our own lives. My bad. In our own lives. To the point, these ain't conditions that you could go on living in anyway. So when it comes to living on forever, really, what are you talking about? Forever never seem that long until you grown, because when you get grown and have an understanding of what's really going on, you understand you can't keep going on that way. Something got to put a stop to it, and it's called reality. It's called reality. Right now, you need to become the glitch. And the way you become the glitch, you will understand the secrets of this life. You understand how to move in between it. And you recognize that you are living in multiple existence at the same time. Shoot, for some of us, you need to recognize your emotions is one existence. You feel me? Your ability to animate this physical body is another existence. But we think all of that is just to the point it happens to us so fast you getting triggered. Somebody walk past looking at you like you different. Now you upset. Now you upset. So at the end of the day, I tell you like this. Keep it a thou with yourself. Before anybody else. And ask yourself, what are you resurrecting today? What are you resurrecting today based on the way you living right now? Based on the way you living right now. And can you keep on living like that? Can you keep on living that way? If not, recognize, hey, it ain't going to be too many more rises and settings of the sun before you going to be done. And it's not because of no one other than you, and you not taking the time to recognize, like, hey, there's a lot of things that I'm doing that's not for my upliftment. Said, you need to go to the pot? Okay, my man. It's all right. I got you. I'm finna put you in the shower, man. That being said,
Daddy, you shouldn't bring that party downstairs.
He was upstairs. He was just upstairs, so he could have used it if he wanted to. He working on it, but go on there now. I'm finna finish up.
And then once for me at school, then I used it on the toilet.
Yeah, he working on it. Like I said, he working on it. Let me finish up real quick. Like I said, y'all make sure today, while you doing what you do throughout life, make sure you're checking to see what's being resurrected in you. No, baby. No. Because the things you do now will come back around. And if you comfortable doing it now, guess what? It might not be so comfortable when it come back around, especially after this conversation. Especially after this conversation. Because it's a whole other thing for you to know. But it's a whole other thing for you to know other people see it too. And I want you to know we do. And the people that don't say nothing to you, it's because they doing the same thing as you. They just hoping don't nobody else see it too. So y'all keeping y'all little secret. But it ain't safe with me. Because I'm a charge you to be accountable for yourself and to continue to grow, little baby. Continue to grow. That's what it's all about. And the growth is what? To tap back into who you are. That's the growth. That's an easy thing. You don't got to go out here and find nobody else to mimic. You don't got to pay for it. You just spend time with you. Spend time with you and develop certain amendments within yourself for things that you know you're going to change. Things that you know you're going to apply from day to day to day to day. For a lot of us, we think, oh, man, you know, I've been getting by this long. I'm still alive this long. Man, chill out. Chill out. Because they've been lying to you. They've been lying to you. Just like there's certain things that's conducive to life that will surround the body. There's mucus that will surround the body too when you're doing things that ain't conducive to life. So, again, just because you living, what kind of life are you living? What kind of quality? Are you sick every time you turn around? Like, are you sick more than not? For a lot of us, we sick more than not. That's why the majority of our conversation consists of, just trying to get over this cold, girl, you know. And some of us, the fellas, just trying to stay out the way. We're just trying to, why? Why? Why you trying to stay out the way? When Big Mama said we got away from the way. We got away from the way, meaning our true way. I get you trying to stay out the way from doing the nonsense we used to do back in the day. But at some point now, you got to get in the way again. So these young folk don't crash doing what you was once doing. And where you think they got it from? Who you think they looked up to? So as much as you want to be like, no, I'm going to stay out the way. No, you need to get your ass out here. You need to get your ass out here because you made it cool to somebody. So let's not play the fool on how they got out here. Just like they were selling it to you like bubblegum, they selling it to them too. But one thing I can say, just like any generation I done seen us go through, I done seen greatness shine through humanity. Meaning we done provided solutions for each other throughout humanity to stop this type of stuff. So all I'm saying is we got to continue to press past that status quo, to return to what we once was. And I'm going to throw this out there for some people. Look into how advanced we once was as a people. And when I say to you, hey, you came in here as a kid, ready to go, you will see that it ain't too far-fetched. But somebody start beating it out of you. Forget your imaginary friend. Forget about your imagination to the point you felt like belief was nothing. But all the while, giving away your ability to believe to something else that you think is all powerful. To the point anything that looks like that, you believe it's so powerful that you don't do nothing to that, even if your life and divinity is on the line. Hit me. So what I need for you to do is put up pictures of divinity of yourself. When you get up in the morning, you praise yourself. Talk about the greatness of you from everything that you've been through. You could have crashed out too. You could have crashed out too. But you learn from other people's examples. So what I'm going to tell you is, hey, you are greatness. Now shine through. Because it's a new day. It's a new day. And so what need to resurrecting you is that. Rise like the sun. Rise like the sun. That's what that story is about. You rising every day to champion your story and add another chapter. Not another chapter of disaster, but another chapter of triumph. And it's all in how you look at it. It's all in what you believe on you. Ain't nothing nobody else can do. It's all about you. It's all about what you put your efforts into. It's all about what you support. That's all you got out here, y'all. That's all we got is our energy and what we place it. For a lot of us, it ain't nothing for us to go out here and buy a Dior bag. No, that ain't nothing. Be buying Dior. That ain't nothing. For us, brothers, ain't nothing for us to buy a Gucci belt, let alone anything else. But again, though, what is Gucci doing to support you? Aside from taking your culture, you ain't peeped the red, black, and green scheme, did you? Come on, man. So when I tell you they remixing and getting it back to you, you got to peep the real deal when it's coming through to you. And I'm standing in the field dodging shots because I know they want my top. Like, stop. Stop telling them that. You knocking my hustle. Man, I'm from that. When people would tell you, I'm showing you love because I gave your mama a rock. No. Don't show me no love. Don't show me no love if that's what you call love. And so what I couldn't find is a lot of people hold love over your head all the while just to use you. So what I need you to do is resurrect above that. Now that you see what it is, move accordingly and resurrect daily and stop letting people play you and play up on your top by making you feel like it ain't nothing you can do to cause this thing to stop. But you can. You can support those that's on the front line and let them see that you're an ally. So when I see you and I'm passing by like, oh, dang, that is such and such. They've been looking out for me as I'm looking out for them. But don't get it twisted. When we at war, I don't got time to pick and choose. So it's gonna be times that I might see you and you moving in the way of the fools, and I'm gonna have to move accordingly with you. But I won't be confused that, hey, even with this, you will be better for it. You will be. Because it's through pain that we learn the gains in life. It's through pain that we learn the gains in life. It's a charge. It's a charge. If you ever felt electricity, it don't feel all that great. Especially low vibe electricity. Meaning, hey, when you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you gonna feel it's not gonna feel all that good. It's not gonna feel all that good. And it shouldn't. It shouldn't feel good. Be grateful for all the things that pain you in life, and you will see why they are the way they are. And you will come to find out, man, you so important that life just keep on pointing to you. You see these arrows pointing out? Life just keep pointing to you, though. Imagine all them arrows pointing in. And once you learn to point in with introspection, learning who you really are, what's really of you, then you can express out. And it be of upliftment. And you be of the highest charge to the point that you can stand in it and do what humans do best, is inspire. That's the biggest effect we can have on each other. It's to inspire. So with that, if you are inspired, I appreciate all the love, support that I've been getting to my Cash App. Pray that it continue. I pray that this message finds you in perfect peace. I appreciate all the love of people with the comments, sending messages. Believe it or not, I read these messages in the right time, y'all. In the right time. I see the numbers on the screen, and a lot of times I feel people's energy when they come in with me being so empathic. Believe it or not, a lot of the conversations you think is like, dang, you talking to me? That's your energy talking to both of us. And I'm able to tap into it. So I appreciate you. I love you as myself. And it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. If you got a minute, take the time to check out the rest of the videos I got for y'all. Check them out, y'all. They laid out. Promise. You're going to see how your whole life been playing out. And you're going to recognize the whole time we can tap into this divine energy. And it'll align right on time with what we all going through. To the point we'll see. We'll see. We got this to infinity and beyond. You heard me? To infinity and beyond. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfolk. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We just broke bread right now. For those who can, hey, show love in your own way. I dropped the Cash App in the description, as well as reach out. You need any assistance as far as anything we can offer. You know, this is another segment of Black's Rehab. We virtual, so we can reach everybody. But soon we will have locations where everybody is located. Peace within, peace out.